Hey, Belmont students, it's so good to see you via video again today, and wanted to welcome you to our final, at least final of the spring semester Wellness While We Wait. It's been great having you join us, and we are thankful for you. And today, what we decided to do was circle in some great friends and really our whole wellness team, at least a member from each team on our wellness panel here at Belmont. And so we've got a whole crew here, and I want them to introduce themselves real quick. And so, Joe, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Dave. I am Joe Mankowski from the Department of Fitness and Recreation. Excited to be here and close out this awesome Wellness While We Wait series, spreading some good vibes as we head into exams.
And then Amy?
Hi, Bruins. I'm Amy Gadera, a family nurse practitioner in Belmont University Health Services, and I'm very excited to be here with you today.
And then we're going to kick it over to Heather.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm good. All right. Sorry. You'd think with all these Zoom calls we're on. I'm Heather Doherty, and I am the University Minister and part of the University Ministries office, and excited to finish out this series with you guys.
And I'm Suzanne. Hi, Belmont friends. Glad to be here from Counseling Services.
Yeah. So today, to start, we just wanted to remind each of you that we are thinking about you, and remind you that you are very, very much missed on campus, and we're not on campus, so we are missed there, I guess, as well. But it's been weird every once in a while when we pop in to grab a computer or something, seeing the campus being empty and all the flowers blooming, and it's been such a weird experience for us. And so we've been thinking about each of you a lot, and I know each of our teams has been thinking about you in this weird season that we're a part of right now. And so to kick off today, I'm going to MC and ask a few questions. And so first question I wanted to ask is, can each of you tell us a little bit about what life has been like at Belmont the last month in your departments with no students around?
Yeah, I'll start it out. It's been crazy. The Department of Fitness and Recreation, not only are we a student-run department from an employee standpoint, but we thrive on having students in and having student energy, whether it's intramurals or group fitness. And so to not have that in at least my daily experience is a complete shift. It's been a hard adjustment to not have some of those smiling and friendly faces, popping in for a conversation, to complain about something, or to vent about a test that didn't go quite the right way, or to celebrate victories as well. And so, definitely missing that and getting adjusted to it, but staying safer from home and trying to stay productive and figure out how we can continue to provide through a series like this to make sure we're helping out our friends all across Belmont. So.
All right, I'm jumping in here. So campus does not feel complete without you, all the students there. You guys really do make it home for us. So I know in the clinic, I miss seeing you every day and taking care of you directly. So we are doing some telemedicine, but it's just not the same seeing everyone there and having that interaction. But I'm so glad that we're able to still serve you and help take care of you, even if it's from a distance. So the clinic has been very quiet right now when I've been there. So I'm really looking forward to having everybody back when it's time and when it's safe, and looking forward to taking care of you. I know the whole team misses everyone very much.
This past week, I had the opportunity to go to campus. I needed to print out some stuff, and I walked into my office and started crying. I wasn't prepared for the emotion of that, and realizing how much of our work happens because we're on campus, and the opportunity to see students and to have chapel 3 days a week, and just those random interactions that you have. They're not random, but interactions that have as you walk across campus, or as you gather in a space and you didn't know someone was going to be there. And I was talking with some colleagues today about our work and realizing how much of our work is really just focused on our students and walking alongside of them and being with them. And so trying to do that has certainly been a challenge. And how do we continue to keep connection And it really hasn't been the same. And so we're really looking forward to the time when we can come back together and see each other on a regular basis and have the opportunity just to share life together face to face.
I would echo all those sentiments, and I know that in counseling services, we are really missing our students that we see, whether that be at convocation or in one-on-one conversations with folks. And you all are the heart of Belmont, and you are sorely missed. And we're also missing seeing each other, and it's just strange times that we're trying to walk through right now with as much self-compassion and grace as we can find. So we're looking for ways to support students that might be new and innovative and trying new things like this, and we'll be trying some more new things. So, but we miss you all, and it's been hard. It's been a hard go. You know, we're doing it, but it's been a hard go.
Yeah, thank you, Suzanne and everyone. So second question is, could you each talk a little bit about what resources are currently and will remain available for students in regards to your respective areas?
Yeah, so I think this series is an awesome resource. You know, from a fitness and recreation standpoint, we're kind of challenged a little bit because we've seen an awesome outpouring of support from our colleagues in the fitness community all across not only the state and the state of Tennessee, the city of Nashville, but across the nation. I mean, it feels like almost every major company, major brand, even some of their smaller boutique studios are coming out and providing virtual programming. And so for students who are passionate about maintaining their physical wellness, not only through this time period, but also off into the summer and until things do get back to normal, there are so many awesome practitioners out there, probably some right in your own backyard that you didn't yet know about. So I would definitely encourage students to take a look at that, and then also kind of stay plugged in with us, especially on social media. We are constantly shouting out resources that we love. So whether it's, you know, Instagram accounts that are doing some cool stuff, whether it's companies who are offering breaks for stuff and keeping people fit and keeping people moving. I mean, those are big things. We're going to keep trying to find ways to support that and trying to find ways supporting people finding their fit with us throughout the summer. And kind of like Suzanne was saying, we're going to have to get creative with it. So some of it's uncharted waters, and we're going to figure out what that looks like. But definitely support your local community. There's a lot of stuff out there.
So in health services, we are constantly looking for new solutions and exploring different ways that we can be available to help take care and advise people about their health. Right now, the clinic is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., as well as the Belmont Pharmacy. We do have a practitioner there. We do have a nurse there. We still have some front desk there. So we are available if anyone has any health related questions, and we definitely want students to know that they can call us for anything that they might need. We're also there to advise. We're there to help connect you. If you're looking for medical resources in your area, we are more than happy to help you with that, and to also just help with that continuity of care. We do have telemedicine visits available if you are a student that is located in Tennessee at this time, but we are still looking for other ways that we can help. We also have a lot of resources on our health services website through My Belmont, and on there's also a link to the Belmont coronavirus website if you're looking for more up-to-date information. But please call us if you need anything at all. We are still there, and we are still working for you.
You know, I think it's interesting because as we go into the summer, usually we our services ramp down. And so there's already a little bit of slowness. But I think that the fact that we've been separated for so long as we head into summer causes us to think about how do we stay connected over the summer in a way that we haven't done before and haven't had to. And so some of the things that we have started to do during this semester are some things that we're going to continue to do in University Ministries through the summer. So one thing is that we have been doing some pastoral care via phone. Usually I do it during over FaceTime. Sometimes we do Google Hangouts. Sometimes we do Zoom. And so our staff will be available throughout the summer months to do that as well. If you, wherever you may find yourself, and you need someone to talk to in a non-clinical way, but just a place to share, maybe you're struggling with questions of faith, maybe you're having trouble connecting, we want to be there for you to do that. And so we're going to do that. And then we normally aren't very good at staying connected over social media. During the summer, we're kind of like, everyone's off doing their own thing. But this summer, we're really going to be looking for ways to continue to bring meditations, probably once a week on social media, and just a way to connect and find that. We do that on Instagram Live, and we'll continue to do that. And then to continue to post some prayers and scriptures and those kinds of things on Instagram and Facebook as well, so we can continue to stay connected throughout the summer. Also, we are in the process now of getting our fall chapel schedule ready. And so we would love to hear from you of recommendations that you have, folks that you've heard speak and would love to have. So if you have recommendations for the 2020-2021 school year of folks that you would love to hear on campus, reach out. We would love to hear those.
So at counseling, there are a few broad things I want to mention that you all can access. First of all, our website is up to date with some resources that folks can access online. In the world of mental health, there's a lot that's accessible now online. And so we are answering our phones 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. We are happy to do phone consults with any and all of you who want that. If those of you residing in Tennessee want to pursue teletherapy with us, we are happy to offer that as well. But even if you're not sure what you're needing or what you're wanting, if you just want to call and talk to somebody and find out what some of your options are, that is available. And again, we are available Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. We have an Instagram page now that's up and running and offering some tips. And maybe even, I know we've done one Instagram Live thing, and I hope that we'll be doing more. You can always email us also at counseling@belmont.edu if you have a question, or you just want to reach out to find out about resources that might be available. But please let us help support you in your journey wherever you are. And it's okay to not be sure exactly what you need. Maybe you just want to talk to somebody and help maybe that's what you're trying to figure out, is what do I need? And we want to support you in that. So give us a call, send us an email. And if you have any ideas about things you want to learn more about or know more about, you can send that to us in an email. And we're going to try to be real creative about getting information out to folks in the most helpful way. One thing that we're also trying to do is develop some support groups. So if anybody's interested in joining it wouldn't be necessarily a therapy group, but a place to really have conversation in some online community, send us an email at counseling@belmont.edu, and we'll get you on the list for support groups.
Cool. Thank you all for sharing that. So last question is, those are some of the details of what's been going on and what we have available. Now we wanted to kind of shift over and talk a little bit about just, we've got an interesting year, how the school year has ended, and particularly for some of our seniors, the school year ending on a different note than probably we expected. And so we wanted to just kind of open this up to each department to just share some thoughts, a verse, a poem, something like that, that you've been thinking or feeling as you've wanted to send off this spring semester. And so I wanted to kick it to y'all and offer opportunity for you to share those things.
Yeah, I think one big thing as as the semester draws to a close, if we were on campus, we would be saying this all over the place, that, hey, we got to stay active, we got to stay moving, that the benefits of being physically active on your emotional and your mental response and your intellectual ability are just awesome. And so I would just so strongly encourage students and every member of the Belmont community, stay mobile. And like I kind of joked in one of our first Wellness While You Wait series, even if that just means going to the mailbox like 20 times back and forth, just do that, but move, because the benefits are going to help kind of regulate a lot of our stress response, which is going to be a huge thing. And you know, Suzanne was kind of talking about a little bit earlier about having a sense of self-compassion. And I know if you're someone who is an avid exerciser and now you're down to a home workout with nothing, I am speaking from my own experience, and so I imagine somebody else is feeling this too, but it's hard. I would love to go to a gym right now and just grab a barbell. And I know that makes me sound like a meathead, but like that's just the experience. And so just keep moving, try and find some of that normalcy, but understand that this is also a great time to establish some new stuff and to find some new ways to still prioritize wellness, to make sure that your body and your mind and your spirit are all working on top gear. So.
Yeah, I would just say, you know, I definitely encourage everybody to continue taking the best care of themselves that they can. It's definitely been a challenging time for everyone, and you're not alone in that. We're all feeling that for sure, but just, you know, taking a deep breath, getting plenty of rest, making sure, you know, you're following your basic hygiene and still taking because you're still so important. And also, you know, to the seniors who are graduating, we are so proud of you, and you are Belmont, and we are all in this together. We are behind you 200%. So you have a lot to be proud of, and we're all still a community here. One quote that I've been thinking of is, individually we are one drop, together we are an ocean. And that is absolutely true. So just make sure you're still taking care of yourself. And also, I will say, you know, with your health information that you're getting online, make sure you're getting it from good sources. You can definitely ask us which sources are the best for that, but make sure you're getting good information, because there's a lot of information out there, but we definitely recommend, you know, sites like the CDC and places like that for the best, most accurate information. And of course, we are happy to help you in any way. The whole Belmont University Health Services team is here for you, definitely.
Say two things. One, I'm going to point back to the video that was from Monday that I would encourage you to take a look at. One is to find a way, a ritual that you can kind of move from the school year into what comes next, whether that's summer school but just to make a break. We do that in intentional ways when we're on campus, and we don't have the ability to do that right now. And so if you're looking for some ideas, has put some together. You can watch that video from Monday and see some of those rituals that just help you to mark time and to recognize that I'm moving from one season into another, and give yourself space to do that. The other thing that I would say is to lean in to the things that give you comfort and the things that encourage you. And for many of us, that's our faith. And so just to point you back to that, I think that it's easy, even though we have a lot more time, to let some of those practices that we know give us encouragement and strength, we let those go by the wayside because life is kind of weird right now. But I would encourage you to lean into some of those practices. And just want to read one verse for you from Psalm 46. It says, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of need." And so for those of you for whom your faith is really important, and maybe some of you who aren't sure what the place of your faith is right now, I would just encourage you to find a way to lean into that and to recognize that no matter what you're going through, that you are not alone, but that God is present with you in the midst of this time.
Yeah, I think that I would add to that just also the recognition that this is not the spring semester that any of us expected or would have planned. And just recognizing in that there's some grieving that is naturally going to have to happen because of that, or is going to happen. So I want to normalize that for people. If you're experiencing that sadness, that grief, that whatever you thought might your spring and or summer might look like isn't happening, and just, you know, there's nothing, that's a very normal part of this process. And I would encourage folks to be I guess I would point back to the Wellness While You Wait video from today that Doug did with Dave about self-compassion, and that I think that's probably the most important thing that I would want to encourage everybody, as everybody's journey through this time is going to be different, and to just have compassion for yourself. We're all figuring it out. And yes, look for the things that bring you light, that help you feel grounded, that help you get out of your mind and into your body and staying present, moment focused, and have a lot of compassion for yourself. There's a lot of new challenges that we're facing, and day by day, it will get a little bit easier, but it's a process, and everybody's timeline for that process is going to be different. So, and we'd love to help you guys out any way we can with that. So that's how I would close.
Well, thank you, each of you, for sharing a little bit of what's going on with you and what's available from your departments, and a little bit of your heart. And for each of you students out there watching this, I've had the pleasure to work with each one of these people over the last few years and get to know them. And I just want you to know from the bottom of our hearts that those statements that they just made are very genuine. And very intentional, that about how much we miss you, and how much we want to be a support to you and walk alongside you in this journey. And so you have so much value and worth and significance, and so this is hard for all of us in so many different ways. And so please do not hesitate to reach out to any of our teams if we can be of support in any way, shape, or form. That's why we got into this. So you are missed. And to wrap today, I'm going to kick it actually back to Heather, who has a poem she's going to leave and close us out with. So thanks for joining us. And Heather, it's over to you.
So shout out to Dr. Marty Bell. Many of you know Dr. Bell, but he shared this poem at the beginning of this time where we are all separated. And it is from John O'Donohue, who is an Irish poet, and it's called "To Bless the Space Between Us." It says, "This is the time to be slow. Lie low to the wall until the bitter weather passes. Try, as best you can, not to let the wire brush of doubt scrape from your heart all sense of yourself and your hesitant light. If you remain generous, time will come good, and you will find your feet again on fresh pastures of promise, where the air will be kind and blushed with beginning." And I love that, where the air will be kind and blushed with beginning. And so wherever this journey takes you next, for some of you, we'll see you again in August. Some of you are heading on to what's next. Know that this is not the end of the journey, but the beginning. Be kind to yourself. Know that you are not alone. And know that you'll be in our thoughts and prayers until we see you again. Thanks.
Love you guys. See you later.